There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with a medal like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards?
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside story tonight. Shams Charania is joining us at the broadcast table. Shams, it is so great to have you by our side.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun tonight.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. And looking at the Nets, down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Simon in at the small forward position.
Here we go.
So the Bucks win the tip. Now Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Well, free throw is good from Lillard.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Shams, obviously the big three in Brooklyn did not work out, but on the bright side, what a return they got for Kevin Durant.
It was one of the biggest packages in NBA history. They got 4 first-round picks, a bunch of other pick swaps. And listen, losing Kevin Durant as well as Kyrie Irving, that definitely hurt the Nets. But their front office is very happy with the haul that they were able to get.
And they can really build. And it's going to be fascinating, I think, Shams, to watch them build.
A first-time head coach, Jordi Fernandez, they know that they're building for the long haul and the long term. It's not just about one season in Brooklyn. They're trying to compete and have sustainable success.
Here is Lillard following the three from Simon. Lillard with it. Picked up by Claxton. Lillard misses. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 9 points for MP.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Well, we talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out east that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution, maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going east. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
Count that bucket. MP's got 11 points.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell, already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
Antetokounmpo passes to Kuzma. Now Trent. Off target from three-point range.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
So Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by. And that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Well said. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And a new group in for the Nets. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. Williams, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Russell. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Prince comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Green, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Porter subbed in for Damian Lillard. And he gets the bucket. 15 points for MP. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
And here's Porter, following the three from Simon. And Porter, here we go. The rebound by Sharp. Nets leading by 10. Here's Simon, and he drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 20 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Now here's Prince. Kuzma, left side. Rebound, Brooklyn. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
They need this. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Brooklyn, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. Green comes in for Porter. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Damian Lillard out there with Green. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Unloads from 9, and that one hits back iron.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
And the pass to Simon. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's now 26 points for MP.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Lillard. Can't hit that one. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots.
33.
A lot of good shots. Back right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at MV in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Thomas is out there with Russell. And it's Simon in at the 3. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then two, whining when fouls aren't called.
The 3 from MP. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lopez kicks to Lillard. And the shot goes in. Lillard's got 9.
Dame with a strong finish at the rim. Boy, can he pack a punch.
Kuzma against MP. Baseline J on the way. Second shot opportunity. Claxton no good.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Passes to Kuzma from the arc. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
The 3 from MP connects from three-point range. MP's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Brooklyn. Lillard scanning the floor. Rebound, Brooklyn. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Takes a 3. Drills the three-pointer. MP's got 37.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Goes up from the top of the key. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Timeout called the Bucks. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their 2nd NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Both teams will make substitutions. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest-scoring teams in the NBA from last season. In 4th, the Bucks. Bucks trail by 20. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. Portis is out there with Brook Lopez, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And that one drops for him. MP's got 41.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Trent with it. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Russell against Lillard. Pass to Portis. On deep, Trent. And the Bucks miss again. Nets leading by 22. And here's MP for 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Out to the right wing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always...
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And together just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Hey, my bad, gangster. I got you with the... Let me go ahead and shout you out. This the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out that ignition. It didn't even say policy. Twitch be tripping. Oh, I got that American Express. Yeah. Want the whole thing yellow. It was yellow. I know y'all can make that work. Check me out. I'm fine and
Doesn't matter though.
I got I gotta say.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D. Big D. No threes.
No threes.
Boom corner.
Help. Yep.
Slap.
Down. Yep, no threes. No threes.
Yep.
Switch on screen? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'm down.
1 second.
That's fine. Ooh,
Man.
that was a tough shot. That was a tough shot.
No.
Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier. Anxious to get down to business with this road battle looming. Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, they've got D'Angelo Russell. Trendon Watford is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's MP. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
Yeah,
you know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that. Murray against Russell. Left side Murray. And the layup is good.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
From deep, MP. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained, so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Tremendous individual play. I mean, challenging the heart of that defense. And Michael Malone's late father, Brendan, an assistant under you in Orlando, Stan. What a fantastic coaching family, the Malones.
Certainly is. Michael's one of the best in the game, and his father, Brendan, was a mentor not only to Michael, but to many of us in coaching. And he embodied the saying that he had forgotten more basketball than most of us would ever know.
Now Now here's MP. He's got 5. Count it. Good. MP's got 7 points in the game.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Murray, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
MP, the pass to Watford. Back to MP.
What kind of random replay?
For 3. Here's Claxton. Banked it in off the glass.
You can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Russell against Murray.
Hey, ain't funny for that.
Gordon outside. Outside Porter. 3-pointer. Denver the rebound. Here's Brown. And again, Denver no good. Brooklyn has gone 1 or 2 from 3-point land so far.
Wild.
Pass to Russell.
It's probably good though.
From downtown. That shot good. Russell making a play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Nuggets trail by 8. Murray passes to Gordon. Porter looks it over. To end the run. Out to Gordon. The 3. And again, it's Denver missing.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
From deep, MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And the Nuggets call time here. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Johnson comes in for Watford. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Melton. Now here's Westbrook.
Oh, you don't.
He had 16 in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Okay. That's what's up.
There's a minute 40 left in the opening quarter. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by MP. MP knocks it away. They recover it. Chalk up 2 there.
It's 12 o'clock, right?
And Russell's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year.
It's really hard to know what to expect when teams play only twice a year. It makes it a bit of a mystery.
Oh, no question. Because these teams only play twice a year, this game will mean a lot more to them.
Now here's Westbrook. And he banks in the layup.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Russell, the pass to MP. Shoots. That ball. Nice assist by Russell. MP's got 15 points.
I just love the ball move.
Nuggets trail by 9. Pass to Najee. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Watson.
Yeah, I don't
on the
know
arc.
what's wrong.
That shot off.
That's
leading by 9. Russell pass to MP. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Denver's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Russell against Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back. Ends up going for Denver. Russell Westbrook, he's checked in for Porter Jr. On the court for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Murray out there with Russell Westbrook. That is Brown in at the small forward position.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter. They're starting to pick it up now.
Here's MP. Denver getting their last shot to go. Knocks it down from distance.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big three. Of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving. And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with this passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
So it's Denver now, after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Brown. Oh, MP with a block. And they recover it. Murray for three. And it's MP with a rebound. Nets leading by 9.
Yeah.
A minute 6 left in the second. Got it. Good job in the low post.
It's been a dominant night for him. Staying productive throughout.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
They need this. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Johnson, he's checked in for Wilson.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
From deep, MP. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Nuggets trail by 12. Murray inside. Working on Williams. Ooh, Williams with the block. Westbrook against Russell. And here's MP from outside. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 14.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Murray against Williams. Now Murray. From behind the arc. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Brooklyn out in front. They lead by 14. And join us right back here after the break from the start of the second half. Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Anthony Melton. And it's MP in at the 3. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Jokic. Murray against Russell. Shot from 12. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Head down.
You know, Graham, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
It's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. In third, the Nuggets.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
Pass to Brown. To stop the run. Looking to get it going.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Here's MP. And the shot goes in. MP's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Najee, he's checked in for Denver. Russell Westbrook comes in for Murray.
It is nice seeing it, boy.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. For 3, Gordon. Brooklyn pulls it in. MP's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Melton. Back to MP. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. MP's got 38 points.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run. Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Westbrook, the pass to Najee. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Melton. MP with it. Now Porter defending. Thomas, that's good.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Pass to Najee. There's 1:34 left in the third. Here's Brown. The Nuggets with another miss. And so MP will bring it up for Brooklyn. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Shot is up. And there's another one for the Nets.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Yeah.
They still need this. Claxton with the block. Here's MP. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close it out and run them off the three.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, bro.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Let's see the schedule.
You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake.
Memphis
Shout out to
right
the
now.
Shake Squad and shout out to the Rise community. Shout out to everybody playing NBA 2K20.
Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies. So the Nets starting 5. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. Russell is out there with the Anthony Milton. And it's Simon in at the 3 slot. And for Memphis, they've got Jackson. Desmond Bain out there with Pippen. Then there's Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3 spot. Richard, with this season just underway, how long do you think it takes for a player to mesh with his new team?
It really depends on if you have a previous relationship or not. You may go to a team with guys you know, you'll mesh right away. Or it may take a little bit longer if you're a bit unfamiliar.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Jackson off target with the jump hook. Takes the 3. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Russell. And that's now 6 points for MP. The Grizzlies off to a slow start. 6-point game. High post, Pippen. Russell's there. And the rejection by MP. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Edey. There's the pass to Bain. Got a piece of it. And stolen by MP. Pulls it from 20. Again, the Nets for 2.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
John Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely. Can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games. I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
Now, here's Bain. He had 25 points last game. Can they get it? And the rejection by MP.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
It's rebounded by Memphis.
You knew eventually they were going to miss one. At least you hope.
Bain, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
MP, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Except for that. Well, good defense by MP. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Nuggets. Shoots from 12, and the jumper falls for him. MP's got 12 in the game.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And when they say the people really
Master Wells.
they are. Go down there and say,
Finally, after all those plays, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
They are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Right in. They would just think that's
Up top, Bain. He's guarded by Melton.
why you done now.
Bain, no good.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
The Grizzlies trail by 13.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Six to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. For 3, Pippen. It's hauled in by Claxton. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. This, of course, their first first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And you look at the career of D'Angelo Russell. I mean, he's played for several teams, including the Lakers twice.
Teams keep trading for D'Lo for his offense. He can be electric. There is a reason why he's been named an all-star in his career.
So Memphis ends up.
That's all we do to them type of messages. We just kick him out. I'll do this shit on stream.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Down on the block, it's Johnson with Claxton. D'Anthony Melton out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Simon into the 3, the small forward.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Pippen against Russell. Here's Heaney. Kicks it to Wells. The 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Brooklyn. It's Pippen with the drive. There's Jackson with the 3. That shot misses.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Simon. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
D'Angelo Russell. First personal foul. First team foul.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
D'Angelo. Oh, that's Scottie Pippen, son. Is his voice deep? Oh.
2 shots.
Yeah.
First one falls for him. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Sinks the triple. MP's got
Not
7
like
points
his
for the
dad
quarter.
talk weird.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but
Like,
on
all
defense
that
as well,
sound like
executing
he
their
really
game
sick.
plan perfectly.
Here's Edie. Still yet to score.
That's what I was thinking.
Bain passes to Wells. And the rejection by MP. Tries it from the top of the key. They get it back. Claxton finds MP. Another shot. Edie with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Wells. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this future.
In our early season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. You look at Dallas. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And I think the Nets, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
Outside Pippen. 5 on the clock, and the rejection by Claxton. Here's Simon.
How do y'all make me stop?
Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. And they're able to recover. Yep, that one goes. MP's got 27. Here's Pippen. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets.
Missed that shot for sure.
Russell against Pippen. To the middle. Here's Wells. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Oh, wow. He's yet to score this quarter. It is not for a lack of trying. They just need him to make something.
Here's Simon. Good. And it goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Bain inside the three-point line. Offline from the top of the key.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Nets opening up a huge gap. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
What? Come with me, sir. Now. God.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
They've got Pippen. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. Then there's Wells. And it's Bain in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. On defense, Memphis, after the three-pointer from Simon.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Pippen outside. Pass to Wells. Outside Jackson. Shoots the three. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And the shot goes in.
Powerful move by a power guard. Bain.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson comes in for Wells. And it's Kennard in for Pippen. And a change for the Nets.
No, you don't.
Aaron Sharp, he's jacked in for Nicholas Claxton.
I'll do it because I still got a fold out of.
On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Jackson. The Nets working the ball around now. Elton kicks to MP. A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got 43 points.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Kennard, the pass to Bain. Here's Edey. Outside Jackson. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Kennard. The rebound by the Nets.
Normally he drains that.
Here's Simon. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Jackson has the open look. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark is checked in for Edey. Stunty, Alabama, comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Williams in for Bain. And the Nets also making a change. Watford's checked in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Simon, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 47 points.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
To stop the run, Jackson misses. Brooklyn's gotten all 4 of the 3-point shots to be down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Here's Simon, and he drops it in from the low post. MP's got 49 points in the game.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
The pass to Aldama. Outside for Jackson. Good on the triple.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And here's MP for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Passes it to Aldama.
It's 65-12. They can't score.
Tries from 10 and stolen by MP. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Wilson, he's checked in for Trendon Watford. Thomas comes in for Milton. And it's Johnson in for D'Angelo Russell. Now, here's Kennard. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Williams. That's a 2 from Kennard. That one's not going to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away.
And so it's Brooklyn, able to put on a show for the Agents from the field.
Yeah, this game is just...
And his week. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
So long. Yeah. I seen her. Oh, we beat Orlando. 115 to 111, though. That was a tough one. I had 35. Yo, girl,